Hi, my name is Michael and I will be doing a presentation on how adding fluoride to water can fight against tooth decay. This topic is linked to the quantities in chemicals in the textbook. The reason is because that the scientists and government officials must control the amount of fluoride added into the drinking water, and also to make sure that it doesn't cause the fluorosis and that there is enough fluoride in the water to fight against tooth decay. Fluoride is a natural element that is found in the soil, water, and in various foods. Some people call fluoride as nature's way of helping to protect the teeth from tooth decay. The fluoridation in water is encouraged by many national and international organizations like the World Health Organization, Health Canada, Canadian Dental Association, and many more. Fluoridation is the process of adjusting the concentration of fluoride to a level that provides the optimal dental benefits. Tooth decay is formed from cavities and cavities are formed from plaque. There are bacteria naturally present within the mouth to break down food and convert it into acids. The enamel is the outer layer of the teeth which protect the nerves and the structures of the teeth. The enamel is also the hardest part of the teeth. With the combination of bacteria, acid, food debris, and saliva, it forms a substance known as plaque. To the right is a diagram of the teeth. You see the enamel, crown, and dentine, and the enamel where it protects the internal structures of the teeth. The acid in the plaque dissolves the enamel surface of the tooth and creates holes in the tooth which are known as cavities. The cavities are usually painless until they grow very large, and if untreated, a tooth decay can develop. Tooth decay can destroy the internal structures of the tooth and it will eventually cause the loss of the tooth. To the right, there's pictures below showing that there's several stages of tooth decay. The fluoridation of water can protect teeth in three distinctive ways. First, it turns hydroxyapatite into less soluble fluorohydroxyapatite. Second, it promotes the remineralization of the tooth enamel. Third, it inhibits the ability of plaque bacteria to grow. The enamel of the tooth consists primarily of calcium phosphate-based crystalline called hydroxyapatite. The fluoride ions in the water penetrate through the enamel and are incorporated into the hydroxyapatite and forms fluorohydroxyapatite. This form of the enamel is stronger and harder and is less prone to acid attacks by plaque bacteria. Fluoride promotes the remineralization of the tooth enamel in areas that have been demineralized by favoring the precipitation of fluorohydroxyapatite from the saliva. The fluoride ions in the saliva absorb the crystal surface with demineralized areas of the enamel or dentine and attract calcium ions and phosphate ions to form new minerals. Fluoride inhibits the ability of plaque bacteria growth and produce acid that attacks the teeth. If a child is exposed to too much fluoride when their teeth is still developing, there's a possibility that it can cause enamel fluorosis where it causes a discoloration or molting of the permanent teeth. Enamel fluorosis is also known as dental fluorosis. The diagram below shows two cases of a mild dental fluorosis. Another negative effect of fluoridation is that fluoride toxicity can occur. This happens when large amounts of fluoride are ingested during a short period of time. Symptoms may include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal pain, increased salivation, or increased thirst. Fluoride toxicity is common among kids due to their overexposure of fluoride. Fluoride toxicity may begin 30 minutes after ingestion and can last up to 24 hours. Another negative effect of fluoridation is that if high level of fluoride is consumed for a very long time, skeletal fluorosis may occur. Skeletal fluorosis is a progressive but not life-threatening disease in which bones increase in density and become more brittle. The diagram to the left shows an X-ray of a perfectly healthy person, and the diagram to the right shows an X-ray of a person who is suffering from skeletal fluorosis. The optimal level means that there isn't too much fluoride, so people won't get sick or have any diseases, and also that there isn't enough fluoride to help protect us from tooth decay. The World Health Organization set an optimal level of fluoride in drinking water of 0.5 to 1 milligram per liter. Currently in Canada, the optimal concentration of fluoride in drinking water has been determined to 0.7 milligram per liter. Canadian initiatives to prevent enamel fluorosis among young children in Canada. The Canadian Dental Association recommends that children under 6 should use a right-sized amount of toothpaste and should be supervised by a parent. Health Canada also sets a maximum acceptable concentration level which is 1.5 milligrams, and anything below the maximum acceptable concentration level does not pose a risk to human health. Studies have shown that if fluoridation is at an optimal level, it does not harm people or the environment. According to the Canadian Cancer Society, that there might be a link between fluoride and to the cause of cancer, but this is still unclear and they are still doing some research about it. Society's view on water fluoridation. Well, the statistics shows that a decrease in tooth decay between 35% to 50% in children and 30% in adults where fluoride has been added. There are still many negative views on water fluoridation, and many communities and people are still debating whether or not fluoridation is good or bad for the society. Even some people thought that water fluoridation is kind of government conspiracy. Although studies have shown that the rate of tooth decay has declined ever since fluoride has been added to public drinking water, many people are still questioning about fluoridation and still have many negative views about it. Well, this concludes my presentation on water fluoridation, and thank you for listening.